Go for it.
Hey! Welcome to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next. Welcome, Goblins under the stairs. After a long time away, you got Solrak the Destroyer back in your living room or your kitchen or the bathroom, wherever it is you're watching us live, ready to slash and bash your Sunday night away with my epic crew of Destroyers. I got Wilmore Chattington, I got Fang the Mang, and of course, the greatest goddamn D&D in all the land here, who's feeling a little sicky poo, so bear with him. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Boo, 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 boo. Thank you, Solrak the Destroyer. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling a little under the weather, but not as bad as these motherfuckers might be feeling in just a little bit. Welcome back after a 2-week hiatus. Happy to be back with you all. I'm a little hot in here. I'm literally sweating already, but that's okay. I'm gonna give you guys a quick overview.
He's gonna die on the
I literally might. It's alright. If I'll give you guys a sign if we need to call it earlier. Yeah, no, not the swine flu this time, or the avian flu as I've had previously as well. We'll just keep it moving. But I said I wasn't gonna give you guys a recap before we started, but I think I would be doing you and the.
I can do it if you need me to.
Please. If you'd like to get inspiration, it is all yours.
All right. Let me see if I can at least do it justice.
Go for it.
It might not be as well as your recaps, but so the wrecking crew kind of comes out of the tomb, and they see the three beings that they had saw originally when coming up into the mirror, I guess, realm of this temple. And so real quick they go ahead and take him out. Fang obviously hits him with a wall of fire, scares him a little bit, pushes him back, but then that wall of fire diminishes and they start moving forward against us. But again, like I said, we take them out and then we start moving forward to where we saw them kind of hide. And there's a couple more beings we got to take out, and then we see a familiar face, and it's Bork the Science Orc. And
Bork the Science Orc.
Yeah, so it's a little. We find that a little odd that he's, all the way in a completely different area than what we saw him last time. Nevertheless, in Narvi's dungeon. So we're perplexed about that, and we're kind of pushing forward, trying to stay with them, get some information. And into this room, we got to kind of fight off some more guys, and we see this actual machine that kind of regenerates, or so we believe, these beings that Narvi kind of has, that he's making, trying to defend his cave. And so then we follow Bork up the stairs, and we actually come across the same room that Chattington had obtained the mask in the kind of like the shrubbery area, with the undead being kind of walking around the sarcophagus. And we came to the conclusion that Bork had gone through there based off of some fresh tracks, and we were able to grab some mask and slide right on through without being seen. And we find this magic, or this hidden door, and so we follow that down, and we decide to kind of follow the stream south, or where the river flows, and head that way, and through this stanky, murky water that smells almost as bad as Solrak. And towards the end of it, we see a waterfall and some chests, with the chests actually deciding to be a beholder. And then we decide maybe we shouldn't head down there and fall to our death, but rather kind of backtrack. And we come across some stairs that kind of leads us to a tomb, where Solrak decides to poke the bear a little bit and check out that box that he may have thought was a little girl that was trapped in there. And lo and behold, all these spiders start coming out, and we had to deal with the a mage, I believe it was, whatever that floating skull, and all these spiders that I wasn't too fond about. And that's neither here nor there. And Solrak, we finally get him to open up a sarcophagus because we've been trying to tell him that these trickster gods are simply here to help us, and he does just that. And he's someone that myself is not very fond of. And moving forward, we get to this area of the wall where we've noticed that you get 3 attempts to get through, and that third attempt being myself, kind of got trapped, took a little damage, got stuck, but we were able to get out of there and push on through, and we started venturing up the stairs to a new place where we have yet to discover, which leads us to here.
Beautiful. Love that. Good job, Fang.
Hey, thank you.
Yes, you can take the inspiration for that. And yeah, where you guys picked up from here, Solrak was walking down this hall where he saw a big, large propeller centered down the path of the hallway. And as he began to approach it, he stepped on a pressure plate, which activated this propeller, whipping into speed and pulling him towards it. He was able to save himself, grabbing onto the walls, into a little crack there, and then Wilmore destroyed the propeller, shooting it with a couple of Eldritch Blasts, rendering it useless. And then you guys began to push on a bit further into the room that you are currently standing within. Give you guys another reminder what you see before you. As you guys walked into this room, you could see this deep pit right at the entrance here, with a stone sarcophagus resting at the bottom. On the lid of the sarcophagus is a snarling monkey-like creature. And beyond that, you can see 3 treasure chests sitting on top of stone daises. The left chest seems to be carved out of some sort of stone like black onyx. The center one, it looks a bit rusty, like rusty iron, and the one on the right seems to be cast of silver and glistening with frost. The pit that you guys see before you, it's about 20 feet deep with the sarcophagus within it. And so with that, Fang, you can take that inspiration, and what would you guys like to do?
Yep. And what's on top of the sarcophagus? Is there like an animal there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's a snarling monkey.
A snarling monkey, okay, I missed that.
Gents, I've been thinking here, and it really doesn't make much sense to be in this mere plane of Narvi's dungeon. Despite being in this room, I feel as if we should be heading back and simply backtrack and retrace our steps to get back to this exact room, but just in the other plane.
I mean, I'm not against that. We haven't really done much here except fight a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Let's do it then.
Do you think we would still be able to find Bork in the other dimension, though?
I don't think that would be happening. I think him and his friends are here. That's the problem.
Question is, why here? That tells me they're hiding something here. Yeah.
I mean, just from what I could see, it seems as if this is just kind of the plane where Narvi tests the waters with creating new beings and traps that might work out in the regular plane.
I think the only thing hiding here is him and his friends. Maybe if we go back to the other one, we can even see if there's any differences. Like that whole room that we went through back there with them making the golems and everything. We don't even know if that exists in the other plane.
I would say that, with the traps that we have seen in this side, perhaps they are the same on the other side, just like the turbine or the propeller.
Yeah, it would be interesting to go over and see what changes.
All right.
Go back in that wine room.
Yeah, that's okay. we've got bigger things ahead of us rather than just drinking on wine. All right, let's head on back, guys.
This Colbert just pops the cork. So,
Back in that wine room.
uh, for the sake of time and brevity, someone want to roll a survival check to see if we can get you back safely to. You guys are
Soul
just
Rex
trying
might
to
be
get
best
to
survival,
that
right?
ring, correct? To re-enter into the original dungeon.
Yeah, as we're
That's
walking through, whoever's leading, I'd be casting guidance on.
All right, go ahead and
Like
roll a
Scooby-Doo
d4
crew,
as
like-
well.
Doobly. 13 total then.
All right, with a 13, say that it takes you a bit of time to backtrack your steps, about an hour or so. But you do make your way back because the way that you guys came in about here, you came through a back way through the river system and up through that one tomb. So instead of going through that way, you guys decide to go on up the stairs and whatnot. And yeah, you find your way back to that ring, no problem. After about an
So
hour.
you said 1 hour?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can
Alright,
heal up for, whatever.
Times.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, it's like
So
That's for
That's
10d6, right?
for
5.
It's every 10, or no, it's every 10 minutes. So it's 60.